Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Valrico here, and today I want to talk about the Battlefield 1 beta. I have some information on when the beta is supposed to be happening. I'm very excited for Battlefield 1. I want to get my hands on the beta. I want to play it. Obviously, the alpha has been out for select people. A lot of big-name YouTubers mostly are the ones who were in the alpha. There was a few stragglers who got in there who were just average people, but for the most part, it's either video game websites or ginormous YouTubers with tons of subs. So with that being said, let's talk about it. Now, I'm not a news channel. I don't do news on particular games. I just upload gameplay that I think is entertaining, and I talk about things that are on my mind that most of the time isn't even video game relevant, you know, but I put some video game footage in the background. I talk about whatever I'm thinking about, whether it's MMA, you know, something that happened to me recently, something in my past, a story, something like that. Anything, you know, I really don't talk about just gaming. But today I want to, you know, look out for my subscribers, obviously, and let them know about this Battlefield 1 beta, because, let's be honest, everybody's waiting on this fucking game. The whole world is waiting on this game. This is going to be the biggest Battlefield release of all time. Hopefully they get them servers on point. They need to, because if they do, listen, it's going to be big time. I can't wait for that game. Get up, bitch. No sleeping on the job, soldier. But one of the developers at DICE was talking to an interviewer. I don't remember exactly what it was they were talking about, but they were talking about how they were going to be bringing Battlefield 1 to Gamescom. And Gamescom happens between August 17th and I think August 21st or 23rd. I can't remember. I think it's 21st. And Gamescom will be taking place in Germany. So he was talking to this interviewer, and he said that the Battlefield 1 beta will be released after Gamescom, shortly after. Now, if it's shortly after, it'll probably be a week or two after. So we're looking at late August into early September, the beta will be released. Now, what I want to see from the beta is a new map, because I'm tired of looking at footage of this same. I don't even know what the map's called, but I literally know the map like the back of my hand. I think everybody knows it at this point. You know, we've watched so much footage of it. God damn, I couldn't get through that window. We've watched so many games of it, so much footage of it. Like, we know that map like the back of our hand. So I would like to see like a wooded area map, or maybe a desert map or something like that. And also for the people who signed up to the Battlefield Insider little newsletter that goes to your email address, you will be getting into the beta, I think, a day or two earlier than the open beta. I think it may be 3 days earlier, which is a lot of time. And also, if you pre-order the game for the $80 edition, you get into the game 3 days earlier. So they're doing these pre-order incentives, you know, which is smart. Which I'm surprised they've never done this previously. You know, if you pre-order the game, you get the game digitally 3 days earlier. You know, I would have done that a long time ago if I was you know, if I was in the marketing of a video game company. I would have definitely made it to where, man, you can get the game, you know, fucking 3 or 4 days earlier, you know, before everybody else gets it. So I think that's a smart idea. I think that's going to be great. I can't wait to get my hands on it. But anyways, back to what I was talking about previously. The beta, first of all, the beta needs to work right off rip. We don't need no hiccups. They have plenty of time to get this beta on point. I don't want to see no lagging. You know, I don't think there's going to be any problems, because I remember when the Star Wars Battlefront beta came out, there was no hiccups for that. So, you know, people are nervous. You know, a lot of people are nervous about when Battlefield gets released, that it's going to be fucked up like Battlefield 4 was when it got released. But I think the biggest problem with Battlefield 4 was the fact that they were working on 5 platforms at once. And that was just too much to get everything working on point and cohesively. That was just a lot of ground to cover, a lot of fucking games, a lot of different, you know, UIs, and a lot of different just a lot of fuck shit, just too much bullshit. And then they were, you know, and when I say 5 platforms, I'm also including the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. I remember on Battlefield 4, the game would freeze a whole shit ton. You know, dice games on the previous consoles had a history of freezing the games. I don't understand what the problem was, but I remember for sure Battlefield 3, which is my favorite Battlefield of all time, and Battlefield 4 froze a ton on the previous consoles, and I've actually had it like crash like 2 times on the PlayStation 4. So, you know, I think that they've gotten that ironed out, you know, and figured out, you know, what, you know, how to get this this Frostbite engine to work on point. I mean, if you look at the footage on the screen right now, Battlefield fucking 4 is beautiful, especially when you're in person. You know, on YouTube, obviously it takes down the graphics, and it's not as beautiful as what it is being there in person. But when I play this fucking game, and I'm looking at all the, like, I remember when I got switched from PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4 and was like, God damn, this game looks so much better on the PlayStation 4. The graphics, son, the lighting, tremendous. But I think that they've gotten, you know, the hang of things as far as releasing a game, because like I said previously, look at that guy get smoked. My teammate giving me the revive. I revived the homie, throw down the med pack. This guy was sitting up in this building camping for like half the entire game. Like, get the fuck out of here. Anyways, I believe that they've you know, gotten the hang of things as far as working on this hardware and getting their engine to run properly. And they released Star Wars Battlefront without a hiccup at all. I didn't see anything on the internet of them talking about. I didn't buy the game. I just played the beta because I'm not into Star Wars like that. Although I wanted to play a dice game, so I played the beta. And I didn't see any hiccups, you know, anybody complaining about, you know, the release online. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's just pretty much all I have to talk about today. The news of the Battlefield 1. I'm very excited. I've been, you know, obviously playing Battlefield 4, getting my motherfucking mojo back, getting back in my Battlefield rhythm. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, all that bullshit. Twitter.com/ValRico, YouTube.com/ValRico, and I'm out of this bitch. Peace.